Nets World, it's your boy AJ back again. It's Nets Kingdom, hashtag we go hard. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any breaking Nets news. So we got some breaking news. The Brooklyn Nets have signed Markieff Morris on a non-guaranteed 1-year deal. Wow, non-guaranteed. Now let me read what the Shams report says here. Shams said free agent Markieff Morris agreed to a 1-year deal with the Brooklyn Nets pending physical exam. In addition, who brings production and leadership as an 11-year NBA veteran. Morris is part of the 2020 Lakers championship team and now is set to join KD, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons in Brooklyn. He is expected to undergo a physical with this team this week. Now, it seems like Markieff Morris is a 32-year-old 6'8 power forward. He was an unrestricted free agent, and the Nets had an opening on their 15-man roster. Now, so it seems like Sean Marks is making training camp very interesting. Training camp is going to be very interesting. Markieff Morris is going to be on a non-guaranteed, basically as like Yuta Watanabe. He's going to be non-guaranteed. So it seems like they're going to be fighting for those last two guaranteed spots on the roster. We have two open guaranteed spots on the roster, but it seems like Sean Marks is keeping the roster flexible, keeping the roster open, and making training camp competition for those roster spots. So Markieff Morris he's not officially on our roster, but he's on our roster, if that makes sense. He's on our training camp roster, a 20-man training camp roster, if that makes sense to you guys. But overall, I think that Markieff if you go back 2 months ago, I had Markieff Morris on my free agent target list. I had him on my free agent target list. I just thought he could bring a minimal role veteran leadership. I know a big concern is the neck and injury, the back injury that he's been experiencing, or that I think he had to get back surgery or neck surgery recently done. That is really my only concern, and a lot of Nets fans' concerns. But we'll see after this physical exam if he is good to go. I mean, these highlights that I'm showing you guys on the screen, these are recent highlights of Markieff Morris working out, so it seems like he's in good health. But yeah, I just thought Markieff could bring a toughness to us, because we need kind of guys that are gritty and tough. A lot of people call Markieff the dirtiest player in the NBA. I don't know about that, but I think we needed that. We're a very soft team, so if Markieff Morris makes the team, obviously. If we're a very soft team, so if Markieff Morris makes the team, I think he will bring a little bit of toughness and grit to us that we needed. Now, we look at his three-point percentage throughout the years. It hasn't been that amazing. Now, his best three-point shooting was in 2019 with the Pistons. He shot 40% from three. That was basically his best shooting year. And then we all know he won the championship in the bubble. He didn't shoot that well in the bubble, but he just made key, impactful three-point shots, like those clutch, impactful, needed threes. It would seem like Markieff would come out of nowhere and hit those for Braun in the corner. That's what made him so impactful. Now, his career average, he's 34% from three, and he averages about 5.2 rebounds. Now, this is the concern I had with I know it seems like Sean Marks is going all in with the small ball lineup. Now, it's not that it's a small lineup, because we have plenty of guys that are tall. We have a couple of 6'8", 6'9" guys now. We have 6'11" guys, 7-footers. It's more of making the offense more pace and space, making the offense have 5-out offense. You guys have tall guys that could shoot and rebound. Now the big concern for me is the rebounding, because Markieff Morris is just another wing, and I love how Sean Marks has kind of made this roster full of wings. I remember 2 years ago I was talking about I wanted the roster to be like the Suns, just all wings. Literally like the Suns and the Raptors literally have wings that come off the bench, all wings, more of a wing-based lineup, and I like that for us, making this roster that way. But the only concern is about rebounding. Markieff Morris his career average is 5 rebounds a game, but he's a good defensive rebounder, but he's not literally the guy that can. He's not really an official rebounder, and we still have a little bit of concerns about his back and his neck, so we don't know how he's going to play. But that's my only concern about making a small ball lineup is the rebounding. I just hope that, if Day'Ron and Nick Claxton take a big step, and Katie always averages around 7 rebounds, I think we'll be straight. And then we have Ben probably going to average 8 rebounds. I think we'll be pretty good. But that was really my only concern, if we do have this kind of small ball modern lineup with all wings, is the rebounding. Because I think the defense is going to be great, and I think the shooting, our offense, we should have literally the best offense in the league, or at least top 5 offense. With how much scorers and 3-point shooters that are on this team right now, the space, there shouldn't be no issue of spacing, because literally almost all our wings could shoot threes. Almost all our wings are like at least 35% and above 3-point shooters. So it's like we shouldn't have any problems with space. It's just the defensive part and the rebounding that I just want to hopefully tone in. Hopefully the impacts on training camp, and hopefully Steve Nash emphasizes that in training camp. Everybody buys in on defense and rebounding. But as far as Markieff Morris is concerned, it's very interesting. I do think he could be a key piece for us. Again, a minimal role veteran kind of guy, a guy that can call you out on the bench, Udonis Haslam role, but can get in and shoot a couple threes, or get in and get a couple passes from Ben and be an impact. I think Markieff could be fit that role for us. But let me know in the comments how you guys feel about Markieff Morris. Do you think he will beat out Yuta Watanabe? Do you think he will beat out Yuta Watanabe in training camp? Do you think that he won't make the team? Will you be surprised if he won't make the team? Right now, I think Sean Marks should just sign Boogie too. You might as well give Boogie a non-guaranteed deal and make all 3 of them work for those 2 spots. Make all 3 of them work. You got plenty of training camp roster spots open. You might as well make training camp an all-out war. You might as well see who is the best, who will take those 2 spots. Make these players earn it. That will be interesting. You might as well, if we're giving out non-guaranteed deals, or we're giving out these little training camp invites and non-guaranteed deals, you might as well. So we'll see what Sean Marks does in the future with this team. But again, like I said, I love this wing-based lineup. I love our wing depth on this team. I like how Sean is making the team a little bit more versatile, pace and space, more of a balanced roster. I think we need more of a stretch 5 still, just in case Day'Ron or Nick Claxton get hurt, but more of a balanced roster. It's not too much of too many things, It's not five centers or too many guards. I feel like it's getting a little bit more balanced now with how much wings we are signing this off season. But make sure you guys, again, hit that like button. Follow me on Instagram. We on Instagram. We on TikTok. We on all social platforms. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Again, the Brooklyn Nets have signed Markieff Morris to a non-guaranteed 1-year deal. So we'll see in training camp what will happen. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. It's your boy AJ. It's Nets Kingdom. I'm out.